G'day, and welcome to Small Steps Through Life. Today, we're at Paekākāriki Beach, and it's peaceful but very bright. And what I'm doing today is one of the Just for Fun series. It's a story. And since I'm at the beach, it's going to be a bit about the beach. Let's see how it goes. One day, a few of the rabbits decided to go down to the beach. They looked down and talking to each other with their commonly heard gunk-gunk noises. They left footprints in the sand. They kind of enjoyed that. And after a while, they decided to try the idea to leapfrog, which looked really amazing because as the little ones jumped over the big ones, they would leave little footprints. And as the big ones jumped over the little ones, they left big footprints. So all down the beach was this alternating big and little footprints. That looks quite funny when they looked back. And after a while, they decided to just do things like circles in the sand. And that was pretty good. One of the little ones went up and felt the wave as it came against the sand. And they sneezed as the bubbles of the surf burst on her nose. And while she was there, she looked out, and coming in, she saw some little black shapes. There was a number of them, and they were floating in, and she was thinking, I wonder what that is. And so she called the others, gong gong, and the others went, gong gong. And they came up, and they all looked at these shapes that were getting closer and closer. And soon enough, they could actually hear a noise. These were very noisy shapes, whatever they were. And they watched, and ashore came some waddling birds. And when the rabbits watched, one of them came up to the rabbits and said, "Oh, hello, I'm one of the penguins." And the rabbits said, "Gong gong, I'm a rabbit." And they introduced themselves to one another. And while they were there, the little rabbit looked at the footprints left by the penguins, and they were neat shapes. And so she went over to one of the smaller penguins and said, "Did you want to join me as we make some tracks on the beach?" And the little penguin said, "Okay, that sounds good." And so they left some circles and shapes all over the beach. But as this was happening, a dog was wandering down the beach. And this wasn't a good thing because penguins and dogs didn't often get on well. And the rabbits went gong 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 as they called warning, and they were all about to run and hide. And the little penguin said to the rabbit, "What's the noise?" And the little penguin looked down the beach and said, there's a dog, we're gonna run and hide." "Oh," said the little penguin, "I don't think so." What? And as she watched, two of the bigger penguins pulled a contraption along the beach. And she watched as they pushed a button, and there was a boom, 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 boom noise. And as she watched, a giant penguin appeared. And the dog saw it, turned on its tail, and went yip, 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 off into the distance. And the rabbit went up and had a look and saw that it was a blow-up penguin. And the little penguin said, "We used to have problems with dogs, but since we've got this, they don't disturb us anymore." And all the rabbits came out and had a look, and they thought, that's a good idea. And they asked the penguins, "Could you make us a giant rabbit-like one?" And the penguins said, "Yes, we can." And so they went off back to their nests, and pretty soon they heard the sound of banging and clunking. And a few hours later, down to the beach came a contraption, and they gave the gadget's button to one of the rabbits and said, "Stand back and push the button." So the rabbits went back, stood behind a big log and pushed the button, and boom, 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 boom. And suddenly, on the beach is this giant rabbit. And the rabbits jumped around looking at it and were all very content. They liked being able to go to places and not have to worry about, well, any intruders. And they thought, this is a good answer. After that, they were shown how to pack it up, and the rabbits invited the penguins back to their burrows to share a bit of hot chocolate as a drink. And on that note, enjoy your beach next time. Think about the rabbits, think about the penguins, and think about their fun. And see you later.